A very good morning to my dear students. Unit 1, Chapter 5, The Story of Sindbad the Sailor. Dear students, now let's move further. Last time you saw till the captain ordered his men to set sail immediately in order to move away from the monster. So, now let's see what happens further.
Ordered his men to set sail immediately in order to move away from the monster. The sea monster plunged deep into the sea. Plunged means jump or dive quickly and energetically. Many of the people managed to climb aboard the ship, but many sank into the sea with the so-called island. Aboard means to catch ship. Sindbad alone did not drown in the sea, but he could not reach the ship. He saw it sailing far, far away. He was now at the mercy of the waves, being tossed here and there. He clung to a piece of wood and somehow managed to keep afloat. Afloat means floating. He spent the night alone at sea. When the next day dawned, Sindbad was happy to see that he had floated near an island, a real big island. He could see hills and woods and trees at a distance. Though he was extremely tired, he swam to the shore with all the strength that he could muster. All the strength that he could muster means all the strength that he could use at that time. Exhausted and hungry, he lay on the sand for some time. Then again, he made an effort and began to walk inland towards the shady fruit trees that he could see at a distance. Inland means towards an area of land away from the seashore. Luckily, this was the time when the king of that island sent his horses to the seashore with the grooms. Grooms are persons who take care of horses. The grooms saw Sindbad and gave him food and drink. Then they took him to the king. The king was impressed by the way Sindbad told him about what had happened. He asked Sindbad to stay with him and work as an officer of the king at the port. Sindbad stayed there for a few days, learning a lot from the king and the people of the island, and in turn telling them about the other cities and ports that he had visited. At the port, Sindbad often made inquiries about any ships coming from or going to Baghdad, but no such ship ever came to that port. Then one day, a ship arrived at the island with a lot of merchandise. Sindbad was at the quay when the cargo from that ship was being unloaded. Quay is a platform in a port or harbour where boats come to load or unload their luggage. Cargo means goods carried on a ship. He was surprised to see that his own name was marked on some of the boxes. Then he went to see the captain of the ship. At first, the captain could not believe that it was the same Sindbad that they had seen drowning in the sea. But when Sindbad spoke to him face to face, he recognized him. He was overjoyed to see Sindbad alive. He gave him back all his merchandise. From the goods that he thus got back, Sindbad presented the most valuable items to the king of the island, saying, "Please accept this, Your Majesty." You have been very kind and very generous to me." The king was pleased. He too gave Sindbad many valuable gifts when Sindbad left the island with a merchant ship. If you want to know what happened to Sindbad afterwards, you have to read the rest of the story of his fantastic voyages.
So, you all understood the story. If you want to know what happened to Sindbad afterwards, you have to read the rest of the story of his fantastic voyages. Dear students, can you guess what are the few values you have learned from this lesson? We can learn values like our first value you have learned in this chapter is honest, means telling the truth or not lying to people. For example, she is extremely honest about what she wants. Your second value is generous, means happy to give more money, help, etc. Example, she has always been very generous towards the poor people. Your third value is brave, ready to do things that are dangerous or difficult without showing fear. Example, the brave soldiers who fought in the war. So, now let's begin with our worksheet. How to pronounce difficult words.
Plunged, 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 plunged,
The second word.
aboard, 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 aboard,
Third word.
donned, 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 donned,
Fourth word.
afloat, 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 afloat,
Your fifth word is
exhausted, 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 exhausted,
sixth word.
key, 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 key,
Your seventh word.
enquiries, 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 enquiries,
Your eighth word is
clung, 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 clung,
meanings. First, afloat, floating. Second, grooms, person who takes care of horses. Third, quay, a platform in a port or unload their luggage. Fourth, valuable, very costly. Fifth, overjoyed, very happy. Worksheet number 1. Question number 1. Write the answers to the following questions. Your first question, did Sindbad drown? Students, can you give this answer? Yes. Answer is no, Sindbad did not drown. Your second question, whom did Sindbad met on the island? Anybody can give this answer? Yes, answer is Sindbad met the grooms of the king on the island. Third question, where did the groom take Sindbad? Answer is the groom took Sindbad to the king. Question 4. What did the king offer to Sindbad? Answer, the king offered Sindbad to stay and work as an officer. Question 5. What did the captain give Sindbad? Answer, the captain gave Sindbad back all his merchandise. Worksheet number 2. Question number 2. Using only the letters of the word immediately, make at least 5 new and meaningful words. So one example, I have written date. So this way you have to write other 4s. Question 3. Using only the letters of the word exhausted, make at least 5 new and meaningful words. So from exhausted, I have made HAT, hat. So other 4s you are going to make it. Question number 4. Write opposites words for the following. First, generous. Second, valuable. Third, monster. So dear students, did you like the stories? So many valuable things we have learned from this story. I hope you will follow these values in your day-to-day life. Students, tomorrow I will be reading this chapter and your textual content. So now we will meet you again next lecture. Bye. Have a good day.